We're going to start by taking one of your 200 centimeter cord, and we're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to take the rest of them, of the 200 centimeter cords, and we're going to do the same thing, fold them in half. You're going to take the first part, you're going to loop it through your main cord, and then you're just going to catch the bottom cords and pull through. You're going to repeat with another 200 centimeter cord. Fold it in half. I'm gonna loop it through. Catch the bottom part, pull it through. And then one more. I'm going to put those up top. And then we're going to take the bottom and cross it over in a little circle there. And then we're going to take our remaining cords, 200. We're going to fold them in half. And we're going to loop them through the bottom. Like that. Once we have them all looped through and pushed together and straightened out, we're going to take these two ends and we're just going to slide them together. So then we have our ring of cord, and that'll start our base. Next thing we're going to do is turn it over. And we are going to position it where we have one knot going up, over, there's our previous knot, there's our single string, and over. And we are going to tape up here. Okay. So now we've got one knot going up, another knot, a single string, and a knot. We are going to take these two knots. Okay. So we're going to start with this knot. You're going to take the string and you're going to do right under left. And then you're going to take that same string and you're going to go back over, under, and through. Holding the stable string, we're going to pull that knot up. We're going to take it again. We're going to go over, under, and through. And take it up. Okay. Then we're going to take the second knot and we're going to do left under right, taking that same string, we're going to go over the other way. So we're going to go over, under, through. Holding this string, we're going to pull that knot up. We're going to go over, under, and through. Pulling that knot up. And we're going to take the two middle strings. You're going to do left under right, taking that same string. You're going to go over, under, and through. Holding that string, we're going to take that knot not all the way up. We're still going to leave just a little bit of some space, and then we're going to take it again and go over, under, and through. I'm going to pull it tight. Okay, so then we've created just a little bit of a point. Okay, we're going to untape it. And we're going to take our point and the two extra strings, and we're going to put it to the side. Going to tape the top. So then we have our knot, our two strings, and then we're going to take the next two strings and to create a second point. So we should have our 4 points. We should have a knot with 2 sides on all 4 sides. So now that we've got our 4 points, we're going to untape it. And we're going to take these loose ends, tape them up, and we're going to take the sides of each knot, so each knot, the loose ends, and we're going to make another point. So we're going to do left under right, over, under, and through, and we're going to pull it up to be about even with the rest of the knots, and then over, under, through to set it. And we're going to do that with all of the in-between cords. Next, we're going to start on our next layer. So we're going to make another pointed knot in between all of our other already formed knots. So I'm going to tape it right here. Okay. And then in between your two knots, taking those two strings, left, under, right, going over, under, and through, bringing that knot right in the middle of the other two formed knots, creating a little bit of a triangle. And then over, under, through to make it set. Knots, over, under, through. All right. And now that we finished with that row, we are going to make one more with the rest of them. We're going to follow the same pattern we've been doing, using the loose rope, loose cords from in between two knots. This one you have to be just a little bit more careful with because your mandala is getting larger. Now that we have our completed center, we're going to attach it to the hoop. So positioning it in the middle, you're going to take your first part, and you're going to take the first string, you're going to loop it through, and as you bring it under the hoop, you're going to bring it back through the cord. Then you're going to take the same cord, put it over the hoop, and as you bring it forward, you're going to slip it into that little hole. Okay. And you're going to take your next one and do the same thing. So the cord goes over the hoop, under the hoop, and back through the cord. So over, under, and through. And we're going to do that to each side, but to keep it in the middle, we are going to do opposite. So we've just done this one. Now we're going to do the opposite of this one to make things a little bit easier to keep centered. Now that you've got your whole thing attached to your ring, you're going to take one side, bring it up just a little bit, and you're just going to take a knot and tie it around itself. And this is going to be our hanger, like that. And then you can just cut off the excess. Get tight. Then we're going to take wood glue and we're going to glue down each knot. So we'll go under each one and we'll put a dab of glue under that. We're going to dab it on the sides as well. Just give it a chance to set. Next, we're going to take our group of 150 centimeters, going to fold it in half, and then we're going to loop it around the bottom in between our two knots and pull it through itself. Pull it tight, push it over, and then you're going to take one side and you're going to loop it through, over, under, and through again. We're going to take our next cord, fold it in. We're going to put 4 cords on one side and 5 on the other, and this one is going to make it even. All right, now that we've gotten all of our string on, we're going to start on this side and we're going to pull the knots by 2. So there's 2, 4, 6. We're going to take this string and we are going to do right under left and then over, under, through. I'm going to pull that one all the way to the top and then over, under, through. We're going to keep that one in our hand and we're going to add this one and we're going to go over, under, through. This one we're going to pull up to just where that last knot ended, so not all the way up, then over, under, through. Keeping a hold of this still string, we're going to add this next one, over, under, through. We're going to pull it up to where that last one ended, over, under, through. Keeping this in our hand, adding the next one, over, under, through, over, under, through, and holding on to it, adding the next one, over, under, through, over, under, through. So we should be about halfway. We're going to start on this side. I'm going to count by 2, 4, 6. We're going to grab that 7th one. And then we're going to do left under right, over, under, through. We have our 2 lines, and we're going to take the middle ones, left under right, over under through, bringing it to a point, over under through, to set it straight. Now that we've got our 2 lines, we are going to take the next step here, just that next string, and we're going to do right under left, over under through, and begin the process again, putting this one up to the top, over under through. Okay, now we've done both sides, we're going to do one more line by taking that next piece, left under right, over under through, and up to that thing, through, and starting. Now that we've done the second side, 3rd row, we're going to take the middle ones, left under right, over under through, pull up to a point, over under through, we're going to take those 2 middle ones and we're going to add our bead. So putting that on there, I'm going to thread it all the way to the top right there, and we're going to take the string left under right and over under through to lock this guy in place. Now we're going to add our last string, which is the 250 centimeter. We're going to put it in half, and we're going to put it on the sides here. Going to loop it through and pull through. Starting on this side, we're going to take both of those long pieces, and we're going to be working with the two outside pieces. The two inside pieces are going to be a filler. So on one side, you're going to put it over the two. You're going to put the next string over that string, and you're going to loop it behind and pull it through. You've got about a little bit of a square knot going on. And then you're just going to hold the middle ones while you pull that one all the way to the top. So one side goes over, the other string goes over that one, behind the two, and through the hole. Pull up. You're going to do this about 3 or 4 times. Get a little bit of a start from there. And then once you get about 4, you're going to twist it behind itself. So you're going to turn it around and start doing it this way. You're going to get about 3 or 4 knots when it starts to twist. About 3, 4 knots in. We're going to twist it again. That's going to give us more of a spiral. Once you get about halfway down to that length, you're going to take the 2 middle ones and we're going to thread another bead through. All the way up to the middle. And then to lock it in place, we're going to do that square knot again. All the way down till we run out of cord. Once we get to the bottom, we are going to trim it, and then we are going to unravel the string or the and then we're going to do the other side, starting the two we put on. The outside ones we're going to work with, the inside ones are going to be filler. But we are going to do the same square knot on this one, turning it every 3 or 4 knots to give it that spiral. Getting down to where we're even with the other one, we're going to take the 2 middle ones and add our final bead. And then you can leave your other ones long if you want to, or you can trim them up. It is up to you.